Okay, over to the German group.
Kopi 1, 20.000. Aku lapar, minta nasi goreng. Berapa nasi goreng? 30.000. Sudah kenyang, sudah kenyang. Terima kasih, terima kasih. 3 jam nanti mencari makan lagi. Banyak pisang jambu di bawah dari pasar minggu. Sana banyak penjualnya, di kota banyak pembelinya. Upaya buah yang bergunanya, bentuknya sangat sederhana. Rasanya manis 3 kelapa, membikin badan sehat-sehat. Upaya makanan rakyat, karena sangat bermanfaat. Harganya juga tak meningkat, setelahnya juga meningkat. Upaya buah yang bergunanya, bentuknya sangat sederhana. Rasanya manis 3 kelapa, membikin badan sehat-sehat. Membikin badan sehat-sehat. Membikin badan sehat-sehat. Kakak tua tinggal di jendela, nenek sudah tua, ibunya tinggal 2. Letrum, 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 la la la. Letrum, 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 la la la. Letrum, 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 la la la. Burung kakak tua, burung kakak tua, tinggal di jendela, nenek sudah tua, dia tinggal 2. Letrum, 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 la la la. Letrum, 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 la la la. Letrum, 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 la la la. Burung kakak tua.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the team from Movies and More.
Oh, some of them are old, some of them are new, some of them are Australian, some of them are Hollywood. They're all over the place. Right, hold them up. Who said Shane?
Shane, yeah.
So here he is.
I said that. Starts with Newsfront.
Who said that?
Oh, yeah. Newsfront.
Yeah. Who was that? That you, John?
Moulin Rouge.
Oh,
I think you like that.
If these shadows do appear, think about this and all meant. If you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions do appear. Whilst these visions do appear.
Yes, you are a daughter.
Who you spot there?
I want my pound of flesh.
Who's your
Lady McBee from just north of Dundee, I think. Yes. I do suffer delusions, because murder's rather confusing. So please have pity on me, poor, mad, bad, sad Lady McBee.
I can tell you now that I'm absolutely sick and tired of being discriminated against. I earn my living in a real good way, loaning money to people. And I'm very above board, and very, very Old Testament, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Yes.
And I expect to get paid for my money that I loan out. And won't be tired anybody who doesn't. And I can tell you now that Antonio has reneged on a loan. It is just not good enough. It's just not good enough, I tell you. And his ship didn't come in. He's one of these wealthy, asset-rich people. And I'm asset-rich myself. And he's got these ships floating about on the sea with all this merchandise in, and he wanted to loan some money off me. Can you believe that? He wanted some money off me because he's had it all tied up in assets. Haven't we heard that before somewhere? All his money was tied up in assets. So he had none to lend his friend who needed it, because his friend needed to marry a rich woman, so that he'd have some money after spending all he had. And so Antonio very graciously loaned him 3,000 ducats, and he came to me for it. And I said, ha, I better be careful here.
You've called, you've got to come, girl, quickly, quickly.
I've got to be very careful with these ducats, and I will demand a pound of flesh if he does not give me the money at the end of the due time. And what do you think happened? His ship didn't come in. And you might say, hang on, haven't we heard that before somewhere? I'd say yes, because you live in 2012 and I live in the 1500s, and guess where that saying came from? It came from the Merchant of Venice, that's where it came from. And guess where the pound of flesh came from? It came from Shylock, me, all through the centuries. You know, oh, he will have his pound of flesh. I didn't get mine, but I think I'm recalled. I think I've said enough. Bye-bye.
Methinks I am a prophet you inspired, and thus expiring do foretell of him. His rash, fierce blaze of riot cannot last. Sudden storms are short. He tires the times, that spurs too fast the times. With eager feeding, food doth choke the feeder. Light vanity, insatiate cormorant, consuming being soon preys upon itself. This royal throne of kings, this sceptred isle, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden, demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for herself against infection and the hand of war. This happy breed of men, this little world, this precious stone set in the silver sea that serves it in the office of a wall or as a moat defensive to a house against the envy of less happier lands. This blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England.
Well, 'tis no matter. Honour pricks me on. Yea, but how if honour prick me off when I come on? How then? Can honour set to a leg? No. No. Or an arm? No. Honour hath no skill in surgery then? No. What is honour? A word. What is in that word, honour? Air. A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died a Wednesday. Doth he feel it? No. Doth he hear it? No. 'Tis insensible then. Yes, to the dead, but will it not live with the living? No. Detraction will not suffer it. Therefore, I'll none of it. Honour is a mere scutcheon. And so ends my catechism.
I couldn't get my money because they told me that that's null and void, that contract in the law, null and void, because you never stipulated in the contract that you would spill any blood. Can you believe that? I specified definitely that I wanted 1 pound of flesh, and they said to me, up it. You can't have a pound of flesh because you're going to use. When you cut this guy,
stop talking there.
When you cut this
creature's
when you cut this guy open, he's going to bleed.
They never stop talking.
And they said you get nothing, and they took my money from me.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the very heavens of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Then should the warlike Harry, like himself, assume the port of Mars, and at his heels, leashed in like hounds, should famine, sword, and fire crouch for employment. Oh, pardon, gentles all, a flat, unrazed spirit. But let me not, unto the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed star that looks on tempest and is never shaken. Speaking of love, if music be the food of love, play on, give me more of it, give me excess, that so fighting the appetite may sicken and so die. That string, it had a dying fall. With apologies to William Shakespeare.
Here's something.
Thrice the bereaved can't have news. Thrice and once the hedge pig whine. Happy Christ, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round the cauldron, round we go. In the poisoned entrails throw. Where are they? In toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got, boil the first, the charmed hot.
Double joy and trouble, fire and cauldron rubble. Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's stick. Lizard lake and owlet's wing. In the cauldron boil and bake. To make a charm of awful trouble. Double toil and trouble. Fire burn, cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf. Oh, witch's mummy, more guff of the raven. Salty shark, liver of blaspheming Jew. Corn goat and slips of you I can't see. Silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of turkey and tartar's lips. Fingers of a birth strangled babe. Ditch delivered by a dragon. Can't read it now. Make the gruel thick and slap. And there to a tiger's cauldron for the ingredients of a cauldron. Double, toil and trouble. Fire and cauldron bubble. Cool it with a baboon's blood when the charm is thick and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Give me the money.